All right, we're back. So I've cleaned everything up here. We deboned the goose, and I took the rest of the bones. We took the heart, the gizzard, the neck. We chopped them up into manageable size pieces. The more that you break down the bones, the more collagen and gelatin you're going to get out of the bones, which is extremely nutritious. One of the big trends now is bone broth, but actually cultures like in Korea have been consuming bone broth for thousands of years for its nutritional value. So you kind of do your own bone broth and a really yummy, nutritious stock at home, and you can do that with any type of animal, whether it be beef or pork bones or chicken, goose, duck, etc. So the fun thing about doing stock is that you get to clean out your refrigerator, and you can keep it really simple. You can just do the bones and some dry herbs, or you can add in some other vegetables to flavor it. I just want to keep it kind of simple. So I'm threw in some carrots, a little leftover onion, and actually there was a half of a bulb of fennel I wasn't using. Just threw that in there. That's going to give a really nice flavor. For the seasonings here, I'm going to do a dry bay leaf, and I have a mixture of white and black peppercorns. I'd say probably about a tablespoon. And then I've got a little bit of dried thyme, dried tarragon, and a juniper berry. And this is just for flavor. You can do it however you like, but at minimum, I would say you want the bones, and you do want some peppercorns in there, and bay leaf. But it all depends on your palate. Whatever you do, don't ever put like tomatoes or anything acidic or cabbage. It's gonna change the flavor and color of the stock that you're making. So, but tomato paste is fine. Okay. So sometimes you can brown the bones and then throw them in the pot. I'm just doing the really simple method of putting in my dry herbs and my raw bones, and I'm going to cover this with water. And it should be cold water that you cover it with. You don't ever want to add hot water. It's going to release the impurities, and you don't want that in your stock. Alright. So some water to cover. And I want this to be a really concentrated stock, so I'm not putting a ton of water. I'm just going to cook it for many hours, just kind of leave it. And first, start off with the cold water, cover your bones, put the heat on to high. When you see it start to almost simmer, you want to go ahead and lower the heat down to a simmer. You don't ever want to boil any stock. And then once that's kind of gently simmering, we're going to come back every now and then, skim the fat off, and just let it go for, let's say, about an hour or two. You can do longer if you like. Depends on how much time you have. So it's something that's always good to do ahead of time. So we're going to leave off there, and then we'll get to seasoning and marinating the duck. All right, thank you.